Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. We're preparing for the Wesak, which is the strongest full moon of the year, which happens on Monday. And of course, you're invited to join us. It'll be a streaming session. And in the peak of that, they say the Lord Buddha blesses the earth for about 8 minutes or so. I would say he's always blessing the earth, but in that 8 minutes, there's a strong energy that comes in. And a lot of times I find myself thinking about it where he's like all of a sudden he's gonna go, you know, these big hands. And in my mind, that's what works. But really what happens is there are these opportunities where certain things are in a kind of alignment where it becomes easier to access light, basically divine intelligence. When we speak of light, we're also talking about divine intelligence. And there's the whole as divine intelligence. But if we start looking at the sun, for example, it's a kind of divine intelligence. It's an aspect of divine intelligence. All the planets are a kind or an aspect of divine intelligence. The earth and nature are all kinds or aspects of divine intelligence. Angels and archangels, are a type of intelligence. We see them as a being, but really they're an energy with consciousness. And in this full moon, part of why the moon has such a strong influence is, yes, there's the gravitational field and everything that it does to Earth, but energetically, there are times where these alignments allow us to access a greater level or a greater degree of divine intelligence. And another way of saying this is we begin to align ourselves with both our inner plan, like the plan for the soul, and for the divine plan of existence. And when we do these practices to align with these different kinds of intelligence, we begin to experience divine love, not human love, but divine love. For us to be able to experience divine love, there has to be a certain level or degree of presence of divine intelligence. Without a divine intelligence or divine light, it's hard for us to feel love. Just like in our personal lives, if we have a lot of chaos in our lives and there's not an alignment that is always trying to walk the path or bring a certain kind of order in our life, we don't get to experience human love. We have to keep aligning ourselves in particular ways to be able to begin to experience human love. And on a bigger scale, a bigger level, we allow ourselves to experience divine love. We do a practice from time to time that helps us to do this. We're always prepping the body with Lama Yoga and meditating on the rose and the thousand petaled lotus and that process of where we go back, heart, navel, crown, where we align the heart and the brain. We do intuitive practices or clairvoyant practices. We do our three brain practice, where we align the three different aspects that make up the mind. All these are super helpful. But at some point, we have to be able to receive the signal. And all of these are helpful, but there's a simple practice that we do that helps us to receive the signal. And part of it is that practice of going from the soles of your feet to the lower back, the backside of the navel, to the back heart, then to the brain, crown, and then eventually 12 inches above your head. And this is a transmutation process the low back, the back heart, and the top of your head all have a transmuting effect. And as we go through and we do this, it starts to move us closer and closer to being able to receive that signal. Now, to amplify this, we do it with sometimes with certain kinds of incense or, plants or, certain kinds of wood that we might use as a mala. Those are all helpful. Bone malas, they can be helpful. But also we can do it with mantra. And we can do it with mantra. But the mantra has to be aligned with that process. Just doing mantra by itself doesn't do it. So tonight we're going to do that process with mantra. And we're going to use a very simple mantra. And in different traditions, there are certain aspects of God or higher nature that has to do with purifying the lower aspects of ourselves so that we can experience the divine. And in the Buddhist tradition, there is a great, great being, which is known as a bodhisattva. And the bodhisattva is Vajra Sattva. And the equivalent in like a Christian tradition of a bodhisattva is what you would call a messiah. There are many, many beings that have that task. And so their task is to help humanity. And so we're going to use the mantra for Vajrasattva. It's just Om Vajrasattva Om. You're just invoking the name. Right? So your eyes are closed. Your awareness is on the soles of the feet. Let's actually use a mudra as well. So you're going to take your left hand, your thumb and index finger are touching. And then you're going to take your right hand and you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to interlock them. Right? So the left hand turns sideways, right hand is still upward. Right? And you're going to take this mudra that looks like this, and you're going to bring it to your chest. This mudra, just like this, helps us to reduce our trauma loops, our anxiety loops. It helps make the body conductive, makes our emotions and mind quieter and clearer. So you're doing the mudra, and your awareness is on the soles of your feet. And just hear my voice and keep your awareness on the soles of the feet. Vajra Sattva Vajra Sattva Move your awareness to the low back, the back side of the navel. Vajra Sattva Move your awareness to the back heart, the area between the shoulder blades. Vajra Sattva. Your brain. Your awareness is on your brain. Vajra Sattva. Your awareness is on the top of your head. Vajra Sattva Move your awareness 12 inches above your head. Vajra Sattva Relax your hands. Your eyes are closed and just let go. Just let go. Silently, in this space, in this stillness, affirm, I am surrounded by the pure white light. I am healed by the pure white light. I am guided by the light. I am protected by the pure white light. I am healed. I let go of the past. Only good comes to me. Only good goes from me. I align myself with the light. So be it. So be it. So be it. In full faith. We'll be doing a special Sunday sacred space, for one for Mother's Day, but two for preparation for Wesak. And then we'll be doing Wesak on Monday, and it's in the morning or late morning, depending on where you're at. So we're doing it at the peak of the full moon. So go to the website and sign up so we can get you the stream. And if If you need help, let us know, but hopefully you can do it with us. And from all of us at Astara, thanks for being on this path with us, and we love you guys. Take care.